Good day, listeners. My name is C.V.Akuta. Welcome to my show. On today's episode, I want to talk about President Muhammadu Buhari. If you can remember, or if you have been following me, you will recall I did a short clip about Muhammadu Buhari last week. The clip went viral. I put up the clip on Facebook. I put up the video on YouTube. I shared the video on my WhatsApp list. And then I shared the video on my email mailing list. So the video went viral. So I got so many feedbacks from people, listeners, telling me to talk about his campaign promises in 2015. So today's episode is more like a follow-up to the first one I did, and based on the feedbacks I got from the first clip I did. So if you have not watched the first clip and you want to watch it, just go on YouTube, type President Buhari's Blame Games. That's the title of the clip. So let us start this clip by watching this short clip about Buhari's campaign promises in 2015.
We do not like the unemployment, the suffering, the low standard of education, the lack of health care, the destruction of the infrastructure. APC government will look for competent, committed Nigerians to lead ministries and parastatals so that we can make rapid development.
From the video clip you watch here, let us start in reverse order. Buhari said the APC government will pick competent and committed Nigerians to head the ministries and parastatals for rapid economic development. Well, we all know what happened when he chose his ministers. But again, it took the wife to speak out for us to know that Buhari was actually picking people we never knew. So he made the promise of picking competent Nigerians on one side. On another side, he was picking people he never knew.
Complaints upon complaints. I decided to tell him. But all the same, a lot of people have been coming on their own and also collectively to tell him that things are not going the way it should. That is when it comes to like putting people in certain positions. Because most of these people that are occupying some agencies, number one, nobody knows them. Number two, they don't know our manifesto, our party manifesto. They don't know what we campaign for. They were not part of us completely. They don't have a mission. They don't have a vision of our APC.
From the campaign promise again, we can hear him talking about the destruction of infrastructures. This was in 2015. Then fast forward it till now, 2018. You cannot really point out to any project Buhari began and completed now. The progress he had made were on those projects began by past governments. But interestingly here, Buhari had gone on to blame past governments as if they didn't achieve anything.
I want Nigerians to realize that what this government inherits after 16 years of PDP and 8 consecutive governments, there was no savings. No infrastructure is done, no power, no rail, no road, no security.
Blame is good, but when you overblame them, one begins to wonder, why are you blaming them? Why were you elected in the first place?
As I said, giving excuse, we met many challenges. Now, if there are no challenges, then you wouldn't need to come.
Buhari talked about lack of health care on his campaign promise. But again, he says one thing and does different thing altogether. Lack of health care. But he had kept on coming overseas for his medical attention and treatment. It took the wife to go public again, calling for the probe of Aso Rock Medical Health Center.
The wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, is calling for a probe into how the 3.2 billion naira budget for the medical center at the presidential villa is spent.
Buhari said we don't like unemployment on the campaign promise he made in 2015. But in actual fact, millions of Nigerians have lost jobs under his government.
As of June 2015, the unemployment rate was 8.2% of our labor force of 74 million people, meaning that about 6 million Nigerians were unemployed in June 2015. By September 2017 last year, despite such efforts as End Power and a range of policies aimed at improving enterprise development and facilitating job creation, the employment rate had risen to 18.8% of labor force of 85.1 million people, indicating that between 2015 and 2017, the number of unemployed Nigerians rose from about 66 million to almost 16 million people.